What does this game mean to you? I mean, obviously you're out there having a good time, but what is just being able to have that opportunity? What does this mean to you?
I mean, it's everything right now. This is, my everyday from when I wake up, whether I want to or not, football is always on my mind. But to have this opportunity is, it's rare, I'm a 1%er of a 1%er, not too many people get to be here. So I'm just thankful to be here, and, I keep that approach every single day, just having perspective.
What do you know about the long history and rivalry between the Raiders and the Chiefs?
Yeah, man, I mean, seems like them boys don't like each other, but, I'm a part of it now, so I'm excited for it. Rivalry games are always a lot of fun. It's going to be a little more chippy, playing harder, so I'm excited for it.
Do you feel like you guys put together a blueprint on Sunday on how this team needs to play to win games, and how encouraging was it that blueprint was followed and the results followed?
Yeah, I mean, we know we want to, run the ball, establish a run game, and, be able to pass and run play actions off of that. So basically being a balanced offense, and, both of them work together. So continuing to build on that and being able to bring that to life each and every week.
Well, it's just been fun, just playing with a group of guys that, just love playing football. I think I lean on them the most, to be able to go out there and do my best, and I think it's the same for them as well. So it's just, a good brotherhood.
How much does the experience going against Mahomes in the past in the Super Bowl just kind of help heading into this game and for the team too?
Yeah, I mean, for me alone, it's just, I ain't scared. I know a lot of people look at him as, for what he is. You guy won 3 Super Bowls or whatnot, and obviously, but it's just good to have experience being able to play. And I treat every game like a big game, but going on the road and be able to go in their house when they got a good stadium, and be able to do what we do. So I know I'm gonna be poised, and I have my guys ready to play.
To that point, what challenges does their group of tight ends pose for you guys?
Depends on what defense we in. They got some studs over there, but I feel like we got some great guys in the linebacker room, and obviously Chin and Zay, they do a good job on the tight ends as well. So I mean, we just got to be ready to go. Today competition Wednesday, and we finna get after it against our own guys, and we feel like we got some pretty good studs over here too. So that'll get us a little juiced up going into the game.
This is your first time in the Chiefs-Raiders rivalry.
For sure.
Just thoughts on jumping into a rivalry game on the road?
I think it'll be fun. I'm just really, want to make my impact on this game and, become, a bright spot for the Raiders in the rivalry, and, just have a lot of iconic plays. That's what football is about, is making memories, So I want to go out there and do that, but do it, with my brothers, playing team defense, not searching for nothing, but when my numbers call, just going out there and making the play.
Everyone's been talking about you since OTAs, about how much you've grown. Do you sense that as well? I mean, are you starting to see
for sure. Just as far as how far I've come mentally, just adjusting to everything. Because this is only my 3rd year playing interior D-line, so just getting used to all that. But I mean, I've definitely come a long way, and I still have a long way to go for sure.
Specifically, what would you say, is the biggest point of growth for you?
Just going out there, having a better understanding of what's going on, and then just allowing me to play faster.
How up does this team get going into Arrowhead? I mean, it's always competitive, kind of angle, obviously, with the team being a rival. How is that for you this year?
Obviously, a division opponent, so, they paint it to be bigger. But, I mean, it's nothing different. We go in, have our game plan, and do what we always do. We don't want to change up anything, and, go in there and come out with the W.
What's the challenge of facing a player like Mahomes, who's seen every kind of defense and just a good guy like that?
Obviously he's a great quarterback, a very smart player. He's got to be careful with him, because he can utilize his legs as well as his great arm, and so we just got to be prepared for that, and maybe him running around and everything, playing with a good competitive stamina, and containing him in that pocket and getting him down.